It's Larry Steinhouse, and this is the Larry Steinhouse Show. Oh man, what an awesome day! I'm having another great time, and I got another great guest here. So I got a really cool guest today. This is something that is going crazy, and I'm going to talk about what it is in a minute. But my guest today is Eric Stuerken, and my camera on Eric froze. So give me 1 second because I've got to fix his camera. And while I tell you a little bit about Eric, Eric is an amazing guy. Eric is a serial entrepreneur, and you know what? You know how much I love serial entrepreneurs. Serial entrepreneurs are the funnest people on the planet because a bunch of us have, of course, shiny object syndrome, as we talked about with Edie this morning. But these are people who know how to make money. So Eric, again, knows how to make money. And I'm going to tell you what Eric is involved in right now. Eric is involved with something that, honestly, I've seen so many people doing really well with this thing, which is, yes, it is. It's the HGH gel. So the HGH gel, and, I got to tell you, so I also, some of you guys know that I started talking about this HGH gel a little while ago, and, this is a very unusual thing for me. I'm trying to find a wrong camera. This is an unusual thing for me to get involved in network marketing, although I shouldn't say it's an unusual thing for me to get involved in network marketing, because I've been involved in network marketing before. But what I want to do is I want to talk to Eric a little bit about why HGH gel is so important and what got him involved. I'm going to tell you why I got involved in it. Okay, Eric, tell us a little bit about why you got involved with HGH gel.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Larry, for having me on the show. It means a lot. I catch a couple shows, and it's good stuff here. All the people are,
well, thanks, man.
We like to make money, and we're entrepreneurs, and we're from the same mold, so it's a good thing. But back to the HGH. If you don't know what it is, it's human growth hormone. For the last 30 years, there's over 30,000 studies on it. It was done by injectable. Hollywood, if you look at Sylvester Stallone, Suzanne Summers, they all look about, in their 40s and 50s, and they're in their later 70s. So, as they say, it's the fountain of youth. That's just what it is. It's the mother hormone. It runs all your other, all your other hormones in your body, which as you get older, after the age of 30-ish, lower 30s, your body starts to diminish, and HGH and a lot of other, hormones also, but HGH being decreased, your body just starts to age. As you get older, and 40, 50, 60, 70, it really starts to fall off. And at that point, you ache, you pain. There's a lot of stuff going on that you can't have fun doing like you did when you were younger. But how I found the product, and again, I'm not the multi-level guy. I have not the MLM guy as my .com that I set up because I've never done network marketing before. I've always heard about it, but I've always been my own network marketer for my own product. Let's call it trinkets or whatever we've done, and I've done it through my life. It's always been my own product.
So I'm gonna get into the network marketing part. I want to talk about the gel for a minute. I'll tell you why I want to talk about the gel, because look, here's the thing, right? So it happens the same thing. Like, I got involved in network marketing a couple of times before. There's always good products. Some people always say, hey, I can get my soap anywhere, so why should I go to XYZ multi-level marketing company or ABC multi-level marketing company? The soap is really good soap, but it's still very expensive.
Yep.
But the real cool thing about the HGH gel is no one else is doing this.
Yep.
Now, but besides the MLM part, now HGH gel. So HGH. So the first thing that I heard when somebody told me about the HGH, and it was one of my mentors, Greg Reed, who told me about the HGH, which is pretty awesome. Yep. And he said, you should try this stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, and honestly, I'm like, oh yeah, whatever, HGH, whatever. I'm out in California. I'm talking to Greg Reed. I'm like, oh, another one of these California boys talking about HGH gel, and just HGH. Forget about HGH gel, but the whole concept of HGH. And I'm like, oh, you know what, HGH. I don't know, HGH, I've heard all these bad things about it, and it really isn't anything bad that you heard about it. What you really heard, and when I actually sat down, because typically what everybody does is they form their own opinions based on other people's opinions, based on other people's opinions, based on other people's opinions. What you found was there were a couple of, I think it was baseball players, who got kicked out of baseball because they were injecting so much of it that it gave them either an unfair advantage or it was unhealthy and they wanted them to stop. That was the only thing bad I could find about it so far, I'd be honest, in limited research. Mm-hmm. So then there was a second side, which people were injecting it, and there were dangers to injecting it, right? So, and that seemed to be the other issue. So then this company comes out with the transdermal, which is again, it's you rub it on your skin, and it goes through the skin, it gets absorbed in the skin, and it actually works. And then I'm like, all right, well, so now we got this multi-level marketing company. Multi-level marketing company coming out with a product that's an HGH gel. And I'm like, yeah, right. This thing's not going to really work, But what the heck? my mentor says, get it, I'll try it. So what do? I start rubbing it on, right? So I take this little plastic bottle, right? I open up the bottle. I'm hoping I should have had an open one. But I take this little plastic bottle, right? And I take a squirt or two, and it's a new bottle. So I take a squirt or two, and I just realized I have no paper towels to wash my hands afterwards. But I rub it on my wrist, right around my Rolex watch.
That's it.
Right?
That's it.
Right. And hey, Ken, if you're in there listening, I know you're in the green room.
Put some on
if
here.
you could bring me some paper towels, it'll be a plus. So I rub it on here. I take the extra. I put it in the back of my neck like this, right? And sure enough, it always falls on my keyboard.
Strong keyboard.
Yeah, right. I rub it on like that, and I'm like, so I start doing that for a couple of weeks, and I'm like, I'm starting to see something. I'm starting to feel something. And I'm like, all right, maybe it is real. Maybe it's not real. But whatever. I'll tell you what. I tell you, Eric. I'm going to tell you where I noticed it. It's really funny. I got to push the buttons now with my gel hands. I'll tell you when I really noticed it. So if anybody out there is using HGH gel and they don't believe it works, stop using it for a week. That's when I noticed it.
Exactly, and that's what I've said. I don't say it to many people, but I do say it where they might have plateaued after like 6 months on it, right? And I said, just go off it for a week,
right?
And next thing you know, they're like, oh my god, and it's a different planet. And like you said about the HGH, there's nobody else doing it out there. It's FDA registered. It has its own NDC code, so it's been around for 14 years. Up until last year, they could only make so much every month. The FDA said it was limited. Up until last year, they then said we can now make unlimited. And that's where it came to the multi-level world. It was always in its niche in California. Just couldn't scale it.
Right, sure.
93% retention rate on a product is unheard of.
Right.
So we've got something in a bottle, which is an unbelievable thing. That's what brought me into the actual, the world of the multi-level. And I say to people now, I'm in a pyramid. Absolutely.
It's funny. People are starting to get proud of that, right?
Yeah. I'm like,
where people used to say, oh, yeah, it's a pyramid. No, you know what? It is. It's a multi-level marketing company. It's an incredible multi-level marketing company, and you should get it. It is typically what people say,
there's three things they're going to be, right? You got to have a unique, one-of-a-kind product, which we have. That's what just intrigued me. You have to have timing. And we only have 80,000 people in the business. And learning, because I love to watch some videos and learn from other people that have made millions. Why not? If they did it, why can't I? If I have a one-of-a-kind product, right? If you're in early and we're below 8,000 or 80,000, when you hit 100,000, that's when it really starts to go. So we're almost there. We'll hit that in the next month or two.
Sure.
But there's other companies that, if you've known the name Mona V, they hit 3.5 million.
Sure.
How about Amway? How about the rest? Yeah. There's 100 million multi-level marketers across the world. It's a $180 billion industry. This isn't something small. This is $180 billion.
That's right.
So if it exists and you do have a one-of-a-kind product, why not just use it, enjoy it, like you said, have the stories. My story, same thing. You sleep, you dream like a bear. I gave the bottle to a couple of my friends. My friends called me and said, what's in this after a couple of weeks?
They get scared, right?
Yeah. Oh, my God, I dreamt last night, like, oh, my goodness. And some are nightmarish, and they get a little, but I don't care. I love waking up
they're having
like
nightmares
that.
too?
Some people, not many.
So I don't call it nightmares. I actually, they're enjoyable dreams, but a lot of them, right? They're intense. Exactly. I wouldn't call them nightmares. They're intense.
They're intense.
And I tried to figure. I know Joe Chagrosso said something on a webinar that I heard the other night that he said it's because we're sleeping so deeply that we're dreaming like that.
You're going into that deep tier of REM.
Right. And that's what it is. Because at first I'm like, okay, why is this triggering these vivid dreams? And I understood. And then when he explained it, I felt better about it because I was actually worried. Like, what am I putting in my body? Is this the devil's work? But it's not.
But that's when you know it's kicking in. Right. So it kicked in. It took me 6 weeks before I, in the multi-level world, signed up my friend. Right.
Right.
So after that 6 weeks, then Greg Reed, you mentioned him, was right in that time frame, about 8 weeks. And since then, we've had a blast.
I know it's been going great.
A blast.
Yeah.
I mean, we ran into some hiccups in the summertime, and I was in Hawaii, and I spoke to you that Larry had ordered.
I quit.
Larry quit. He ordered an 8-pack and said, "I want to return it." I said, "Larry, I'm in Hawaii. It's a different time zone, brother." And it was early by me. If it was late by you, whatever it was. And
I hadn't even met you yet.
You hadn't met me yet.
Right.
And we ended on good note. Whatever. Hey, it is what it is. I can't do anything. I can't get you the product anyway because we had grown too fast.
That was it.
But anyway, back to not running out of product, which we had, and whatever. Larry then got back on the product, and once he got on the product, it was all over.
And now I love it. Right. I mean, this stuff is funny because it sits in my conference room, it sits on my desk, and it sits in my house. Yep. So I never forget it. Now, the only thing that that it's funny. I have to remember to not do it 2 days a week because for whatever reason the story is you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to do it. What you're supposed to
5 days on,
5
2 days off.
2 days off. Right.
Yep.
Exactly. Right.
I choose the weekend. I do it like
Yeah.
Friday morning will be my last one.
Right. I
So
kind of
don't
do that
Friday
too. I kind
night.
of figure because it's easier that way.
It's easier, and also they say you shouldn't drink within 3 hours of using the product.
Drink as an alcohol.
Alcohol. Not,
I didn't
you
know that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
Oh,
mix it. So
really?
if you're gonna have wine at dinner, or you're gonna
That's interesting too.
Yep.
Okay.
So I don't drink during the week, so it's good. But
Okay.
Friday, Saturday, I'll have a drink and
only one?
have some fun. Well, a couple.
All right.
But within 3 hours, I don't have to worry about that 3 hours.
Okay,
Right?
cool.
That's
All right, so that's the product. So and they have the video. They get on the job. Actually, I think we could actually play it. Let me see if we can. I think we could actually play. Maybe not.
Well, that's the beauty of in learning this business. Learning it from some people. And that was my third thing about why the MLM. Why you have to get in. You have to think about your upline. The guys that brought me the product made a lot of money in a different MLM. And if somebody made a lot of money in something, again, you don't want. You talked about opinion. I don't like opinions.
Follow the leaders.
And
always follow
seek
the leaders.
counsel, as Greg always says,
That's
right?
absolutely true. And if people are doing something that's working, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you. That's fine. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you. But it does mean you should investigate it, find out more about it, or even try doing it. I can't play the video. I was going to try to play it. I can't play the video. I'm sorry. Sometimes the system doesn't they don't like to talk to each other. But I wanted to play it.
But that's the ease of this business. That's the first part. People
Yes,
watch that video.
exactly.
It's 2 minutes long, and I don't want to say you get excited, but you definitely get intrigued. And then the business aspect, if you're any kind of entrepreneur, to know you have a one-of-a-kind product, it doesn't make it too hard. As all you have to do is what? Talk to people, text people, direct message people, and do your thing, which you're doing anyway in business. If you're an entrepreneur, all you have to do is do it more, right? Talk to more people. Talk less to more people. Joe said yesterday on his radio show, which is great, and that's really the reality of it. You're going to get a ton of potential no's, but again, if you're not getting a lot of potential no's, you're not getting any business.
Well, and here's the other thing too that I'll tell you something about multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing, forget about the fact that you can make lots of money. Of course, we all know that, and of course, there's all people that they're going to make $2, and they're going to go, I only made $2 on that thing, and that's fine.
Hey, at least with this one, they'll feel great. I mean, truthfully,
that's true. That's true.
That's the best part.
And
so if you don't want to do it as a business, you're going to stumble. You're going to stumble upon people that say to you, "You look better." What are you doing to your skin? What did you do to your hair? It's just the
I've
stories
gotten that,
and
by the way.
stories and
Yeah, I've
stories.
gotten that, by the way.
I haven't seen you in a couple months. Your hair looks darker. I don't know if you dyed it or it's longer.
I think, it is longer and it needs to be cut, but I actually think that it is thicker. Now, I have to double check. Let me get a cut and find it. Because I actually looked in the mirror this morning and I said, "Oh, I should have got my hair cut before my show this morning." But whatever, it doesn't matter. People used to me long hair, short hair.
But that's what ends up happening.
And when I got a good-looking guy like you on the show, they don't look at me anyway, right?
Baby. It's the gel. It's all the gel. It's all the gel. But when people
you should see him when I met him. He was 450 pounds. And he had no hair.
As one of the guys says, I was a Filipino wrestler at 400 pounds. Filipino woman, 400 pounds. But what's nice about it, when people do compliment you on that, it's very easy to say, "Hey, you know what I'm using." Right?
Yeah, especially when
you don't even have to be that much of a salesperson. The product sells itself. Another guy will say that the first product, the product works when the second bottle is sold because the first product worked.
That's exactly right.
And that's what ends up happening and happening and happening, which is a great thing.
So where I was going with this is, there are people who they get involved in million-dollar marketing companies, and again, they don't make money. That's fine. Look, it is what it is. But here's one of the greatest things that happens when you start going through and meeting people. You never know where that's going to go.
100%.
To me, I've made millions because of a multi-level marketing company that I joined many years ago and met 2 people.
That's awesome.
And guess what? I made an entire multi-level marketing company maybe $500.
Yep. That's
but
it.
Who cares?
What
I did was I spoke to people who now are, one of them, my partner, Phil Falcone, came from me calling him up and saying, "Hey, will you join my multi-level marketing company?" And that's how it started.
Yep.
But here I go. I met an incredible entrepreneur, and more, and as more time went on, more and more things happened. I started to realize that the multi-level marketing company that I joined was not for me, and it was nothing wrong. It actually happens to be a good company. Yep. It was not for me. It was not the kind of thing I wanted to do. But hey, look at these benefits I got out of it. So the people who join multi-level marketing companies and say this is a scam, this is a joke, it's because that's your attitude. Once you take that attitude, we talked about mindset this morning also with Edie, right? Once you take your attitude and change your attitude, forget about it. It's so great. Plus, let's even talk about some of the tax benefits of a multi-level marketing company.
Yep.
Look, if I go and I fly to, if I fly to Greg Reed's house anyway, it's a tax deduction anyway because I'm going there typically to do something different. But if the only reason I was going to see Greg Reed is because he's my upline, it's a tax deductible trip to San Diego, right? So, and again, I check with your accountant because I'm not an accountant. But the whole point is, you now have incredible tax deductions that you had before. If I use my cell phone,
you're always working. You're always working.
If I use my cell phone and I call people on my cell phone because I want to talk to them about multi-level marketing, a part of my cell phone becomes deductible. So not only that, you become a business person. You start thinking like a business person.
Yep.
So so then let's also get to it, right? So my first check when I started working, because remember I didn't do anything for 6 months. I just, first of all, I waited for the product.
For the first three.
I waited for the product, right? And then when I got the product, I was like, all right, let me try it first. I want to see if it's any good. I want to see, I'm not sure if it's something I want to do or not do. I didn't know. And I tried it for a little while. And then finally one day I said, okay, I'm going to do it. So the first week I did anything with it, I made $1,500. First week, not first month, first week. So that was kind of cool. It was kind of neat to turn it on and make $1,500, right? And then I've gotten busy. So unfortunately, I haven't really done much with it. But probably between then, I probably made another $1,500 to $2,000, maybe more. I'm not even sure. But because I get the checks automatically deposited. I know, I don't even look. You're right. I get the checks automatically deposited in my checkbook, and I don't even notice it. I was an inch away from the damn car bonus. I was so pissed that I missed it. But how cool is that? A car bonus. You get a car bonus in multi-level marketing companies. So all of this is good stuff. And if you want to do it, obviously, we put the link down there. You can become part of it. But I'll tell you what, before you even contact me, I am Eric, whatever. Tell me you heard on the show. We're all big advocates of, first of all, the product and the fact that you can make money on it. Have you quit your regular job yet? Your other business?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You know what? It's a good ancillary because the people I meet within my other businesses, I'm meeting mortgage people, I'm meeting real estate agents. Everybody's a self-employed person. And for them to make an additional $200, $500 a week or $400, whatever the number is, whatever you want to make extra, it shocks me that some people for $500 more a month that they could make would change their life. And I've read statistics that number between $500 and $550 a month, additional to 80% of America, would do a lot.
Well, and to me, I find that sad, actually.
Yeah, it is.
But
that's because they're in a W-2 job, right? They're spending money as fast as it comes in,
right.
And the additional ability to make more money with something like multi-level, most people will try, but the products are always duped. There's 50 different companies that do CBD. There's 50 companies that do keto diet. There's you buy this product, that all the products you can get online. Everything you can get online. You can't get our product online. So that intrigued me big time. And then it's momentum. You never,
Absolutely.
ever know who somebody, either you're going to sign up or run into. I mean, I've signed up a lot of celebrities, not because I knew them,
right?
Because somebody in my downline knew
How
them.
cool is that, right?
And now they're on my phone. If I want to talk to any of them, I text them. I'm like, buddy, because
come on, give me one.
They need their stuff.
Give me
They
one.
need their stuff.
Give me a name of one. You can't. You don't have to. You know what?
You know what? I'm going to get a couple videos from them because now they've
cool.
been on the product long enough. It's been about
Right.
four, some of them 4 months, 3 months, and now they're completely sold.
Oh, cool.
Which is a very good thing. And if you have celebrity, you got to kind of protect your image, right?
Yeah, no, I understand. That's why I do.
So that's where they are.
Yeah,
But again, what the amazing part about this multi-level world for me, and I'm brand new to it, is you never know who. Not I'm going to sign up, but this is from somebody else that I signed up, that somebody else signed up, that then
knows,
they knew this one
exactly.
person.
Exactly right. I mean,
so you could do a lot of work. They say 90% of the beginning is 90% work, 10% income. It turns into 10% work, 90% income.
Absolutely true.
And all this stuff I'm learning, I'm not the multi-level guy. You happen to watch a video like this, you pay attention to it, and something intrigues you. Well, be intrigued to know that one-of-a-kind product, if you have any type of chutzpah, it's a matter of time.
Sure.
I mean, again, when you see results and you see the testimonials, there's tens of thousands of testimonials. When we started, and you got in a little later, but when I started, there was nothing.
Right, sure.
So in the first 6 weeks, I'm like, does this stuff really work? I'm listening to the guy that told me it does. And then when it kicked in, and then the momentum of the money, right? It took me 8 weeks to make my first check was like $25, maybe $50.
Right.
Then $110.
Sure.
Then it went to $750. Then it went to $1,500. Then it went to $2,000.
Wow.
And this is all weekly.
Yeah, so it's weekly, right?
I just
Not
posted,
monthly, weekly.
I just posted before I came in because it's been it's not even a year yet from the time of I signed my first sign up. Greg signed up in, I think it was the end of February, right? So after that, that's kind of when the money started to flow. I made 6 figures.
That's awesome, man. That is awesome.
And doing something I love because, again, it's not jamming some product down somebody's neck. My first my first goal is to have somebody that I love try the product.
So I'll tell you what. I got the video up. I can make it work.
You did?
Now. So I'm gonna put it up in a second. But I've got 5 minutes to spend with you. The video's 3 minutes. So let's go through the video. And if you want to make any comments during the video, you can. I don't know.
I'll just say stop it.
I'll try. Okay, we can try that. Okay, so let me see if I get it to work. So, by the way, if you want to go to this, it's getonthegel.com. And here it is. Let's see if we can make it play. Hopefully it will work. I don't know if we have audio.
Right now we have a runner that's tired.
Yeah, I don't have the audio
She's,
for some reason.
Mid-aged. People are overweight.
Yeah, the audio is not working. I'm sorry. It's supposed to work.
It's got good music, too. It's got good music.
Unless let me just try one thing real quick to see if I muted the audio on the computer. I think no, I don't have audio. I'm sorry.
It's
all
all
right,
good.
I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it.
Just go to that and take a peek at it.
Yeah,
you
go, right.
You learn that product, and again, one thing I learned in the network marketing from an awesome trainer, you're going to sell the thing that sells the thing. The thing that we're selling is HGH, but the thing that sells the thing is that video.
Yeah. Get on the
if you can send out that video 10 times a day, you'll do it right in this business.
I believe you're right. But it's funny. It's so simple to do network marketing. It's really a matter of just talking to people.
That's it.
And
it's not so much talking anymore. It's texting.
Sure.
It's commenting on links. It's
Sure.
paying attention to social media that you're doing anyway for your other businesses, right? We're all self-employed.
Right.
And that's looking for the opportunity.
How about the guy who gets into network marketing, talks to two people, everybody says, everybody. The two people say no, and then he says, everybody I talk to says no.
It happens.
Yeah, but he only talked to two people.
No, I know. But that's, again, like you said, it's mindset, and it's also two people. And again, it's not opinion, it's counsel. So if that happens to you, get on the phone with your upline.
Yeah, and then people say to me, why do you do this? Why do you sell this? I'm like, first of all, I like the product. So that's easy.
I love
That's
the
easiest part.
Yep.
The easiest part, I like the product.
Yep.
But on top of it, look, I teach people how to make money, right? So what happens? So people come to me all the time like, I don't have $500 to my name. How would you like to have $500 in a week?
Yep.
In a week.
And if you don't have $500 to your name, then something you're doing is not right.
Yeah.
So you got to change something anyway.
I always say that's a symptom, not a problem.
Yep.
Because it's not.
100%.
$500 is not having $500 is not a problem.
Yep.
The reason you don't have $500 is the problem.
1,000%.
Yeah, absolutely.
And something that I've seen people come to me with that, or they don't have 500. They get involved in the business. You can get involved in 4 different tiers, right? But let's just say they get into the business and they buy a 4-pack for $500. You can also get it for $200. So say they're struggling to find $200. They turn it in to hitting somebody, one person, right? The next person, and then they're not the first two that say no, but the first 2 people they hit say yes, and these 2 people run with it. That's
funny because that's exactly what happened to me.
Amazing.
It was so easy to get a couple of people enrolled that I just went on a roll. I enrolled, I think it was like 37 people in 3 weeks or something like that.
I was right there paying attention.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure you were paying attention because you're like, oh look, there's somebody.
We did a couple Zoom
money.
calls, and again. The first steps are really to sell the thing that sells the thing, which is the video. You ask somebody if they can watch a video for you because you're in a new business. They say yes, they watch the video and then follow up.
Exactly correct.
Right from there, it becomes once they sign up, then what? You don't know everything about it, so you get excited. You have that momentum, and then it becomes getting on a 3-way call with somebody that knows more about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And as my upline has always said, you might know everything about it, Larry, but from them to hear it from somebody else, it does a lot, and it's almost like that. It's not. They think of less of you telling them, but it's somebody else with knowledge. It's making a good amount of money, and that 3-way call has been a wonderful thing. And then there's Zoom. I mean, how hard is it to do Zoom calls at night or pay attention to Zoom calls and learn?
Or you could be on the Larry Steinhouse Show if you're a really good guy, right?
You could do that too.
So anyway,
thank you again, brother.
So we're about out of time. So let's do this. You can get a hold of me, obviously, by IMing me, Larry Steinhouse Show, the link on the thing. You can also get a hold of Eric. How do you get a hold of you?
The easiest way is to send a text message, and I'll give out my cell phone. I don't care. 732-768-0670. 732-768-0670.
And of course, because we're a multi-level marketing company,
don't call first. Text
please
first.
tell Eric that if you decide to do this, that you came from Larry Steinhouse Show. Because
1,000%.
I would get credit for it.
I'm going to vet
right?
you through and through because I want the downline to,
absolutely, sure.
The more the downline develops, the better it is for everybody.
And that's the cool part about this type of system is we all of us benefit from each other's help. All right, say wave goodbye to everybody.
Later, guys. Larry, thanks again, brother.